I'm Bree, welcome back to my channel. The reason why I wanted to make this video was just to show a couple realistic days in my life during a flare-up. I feel like my life looks very aesthetic and fun from the outside, which it is, but I don't really show the suffering side as much, which everyone has that. I just know there's so many people that follow me that have chronic illness, so I felt like since it's part of my life so heavily, if I'm sharing my life with you guys, I wanted to bring you into this too. That being said, welcome to a couple days in my life during a flare-up. Good morning! This is probably the quickest I've ever turned my camera on from when I actually woke my eyes up. It's been probably 2 minutes, and that's because there's a time limit to when I could actually drink coffee today for tests I have to do. Lyndon pulled me a shot. I already put milk in it so that the espresso doesn't spoil. I literally have like less than 10 minutes until I can't drink coffee, but I have to drink celery juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, no caffeine inside of me. So that's why I turned you on. I felt like you guys were missing so much of my morning if I didn't show you this. Cheers! It's 8:53. I have 7 minutes. 7 minutes to enjoy a coffee before I can't have it. I love a lot of ice, so cheers. I feel like that was the most chaotic beginning of my vlog ever, so now we're just gonna sit and I'm going to explain myself to you guys. Basically, the reason why I had to drink coffee before 9 a.m., which I didn't fail at, I almost failed. I think it was like 9:02 when I finished my latte. I have to get my lungs and my heart checked today just because I have lupus nephritis, which affects your kidneys, but any autoimmune condition has the potential to spread, basically. Honestly though, I'm not a doctor. I don't think I do the best job at explaining things. When I scheduled this test, they said make sure to not drink caffeine within the 4-hour window of the test. It's Friday today. Let me explain my week with you so far. Tuesday, I was supposed to fly across the country to one of my closest friends' weddings, and on Monday, or last Friday, I got really weird test results. Everything was just really elevated. And basically, I've been going every month to get my blood drawn to check on everything. In June, after my honeymoon, we traveled Europe for 2.5 weeks. It was really elevated, which probably was just from exhaustion, heat, flare-up, whatever. And then we went back in July because basically if it stayed elevated, we had a bunch of other tests to do to check on what was going on. And then in July, everything went back down and was normal. Then in August was worse elevation levels, abnormalities than June. So that was so concerning. Then I was like freaking out. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to this wedding. Like, if you know, okay, I put those lopsided. I never wear blush. I was just kind of feeling it today. If you know what it's like to have a flare-up, you kind of know there's levels to your flare-up, and sometimes they're not the worst thing ever and they suck and you're exhausted, but you can push through and power through whatever you have to get done. And then other times it's like, can't even read a book, have to audiobook the book I'm reading because using my eyes hurt so much and can't get out of bed, or just in pain walking, or all of those things. There's varying levels of a flare-up. I think from getting those test results back, I was honestly internally freaking out, like what is going on inside of my body? I'm obviously in a flare-up and my body's just not responding to I don't know what, but something. So I had to make the decision, do I go see my doctor or do I get on this flight feeling sick? And I just felt internally like I knew I had to go to the doctor. So I missed my flight, which sucked. Oh my gosh. Going to the doctor was really helpful because she helped explain certain tests, certain abnormalities that I was concerned about, and then she wants to do a few different tests that will take place over the course of the next 2 weeks because there's a potential they're diagnosing me with something new in addition to lupus. Not that I don't have lupus, just something in addition, which that would really probably send me over the edge, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna get dressed, and then I've been meaning to film myself organizing my bookshelf for a different video, so I might just show you guys me doing that as well. I was just organizing all my bookshelves and it's 11:15. I fully thought it was like 10:30. We have to go to LA for that doctor's appointment. Time flew. After every doctor's appointment comes the best part ever, coffee and food. My cousin put us on to Dialogue Cafe and it was the best chicken Caesar wrap, chicken salad, chicken everything. If you're ever in LA and get the chance to go to Dialogue Cafe, the chicken Caesar wrap genuinely feels life-changing. Like, I haven't stopped thinking about it this week. It's been a couple weeks since my last doctor appointments that I showed you guys, and I'm still in a flare-up. I had like this whole summer, now it's September, but the whole few months have been like this. I feel like I'm flaring up, then I get better, then I'm flaring, then I'm better, then I'm flaring, then I'm better. And the common denominator is anytime I get on a plane and travel, I come back and I'm like knocked out for the next 2 weeks. I don't know why though, because it's not like I'm going and doing crazy things when I go out of the city. I was just in Texas with my best friend. We did nothing but read the whole time. So I don't see how that caused a flare up, but here we are. And I thought I would bring you guys along my day. Things that help me when I'm in a flare up. Picking a fun little book world to escape into. All of Emily Henry's, I recommend. I'm rereading Funny Story right now. I'm literally obsessed with how Emily Henry writes, so I just reread Beach Read and I'm rereading this because I just want to understand what I love about her writing and why I feel like these characters are so three-dimensional and how she did that. Just for curiosity's sake, not like I'm trying to write or anything, just curiosity's sake. 2, wearing a matching set. I'm going to be honest, wearing a matching set just makes you feel put together even though I'm in PJs. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me show you some. Chicken PJs. It's a matching set. If I'm gonna lounge around in PJs all day, let them at least be matching. This is what I got ready in on my wedding day, and again, you just feel more put together if you're gonna lounge around and you're wearing a matching set. Guys, I'm really proud of myself. Because I was in Austin, the time difference is 2 hours ahead. I've been going to bed or getting really tired so much earlier. So last night I went to bed at 10:15 p.m. I do not know the last time I went to bed at 10:15 p.m. and I woke up at like 7:45 and I genuinely couldn't go back to bed. I'm exhausted, but I couldn't fall asleep anymore, so I just laid in bed. I was up and turning and twisting at night. And there's nothing to do. I'm just like in pain. Anyway, enough about me. More about us. What do we need? Coffee. It's around noon. I've kind of just been rotting on the couch, and as much as that feels like what I need to do today because I have no energy, I do want to do some of the errands that I have had in the back of my mind for a few days. I have to make a return at Abercrombie & Fitch. I have to make a return at Brandy Melville. I really need to buy a bullet journal so I can start a reading journal for the first time ever, and I need to buy a printer and sticker paper for the printer for the journal. So I'm thinking we hit up a few spots. I don't know if my energy will allow, but I think it'll be fine. If I listen to an audiobook on the drive, I feel like it helps my fatigue a lot, and the reward for finishing all that will be a matcha and getting to read.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona.
Errands are almost completely done, and I am pretty much at my wit's end with driving and walking around. I do get this feeling whenever I'm in a flare-up where I have to move at least a little bit, even if I can't do Pilates or workout or really go on a long walk of any sort, because if I just stay in my bed, I feel more achy and stiff. So all of these errands have been really good for that purpose. One thing that I saw at Target was Dossier now has perfumes in Target, and it reminded me that I haven't shared with you guys my September scent. I have this little pouch and I always keep it with me in whatever tote bag I'm using. It has a bunch of random stuff, including a high chew, which sounds so good right now. But the scent I'm loving is Gourmand Vanilla by Dossier. It's your classic vanilla, but it has like nutty almond coconut undertones. It just feels so much more warm, and it feels like the perfect transition into fall. And then as we go into fall and winter, it's just gonna get more spicy, more warm, more nutty. Gourmand Vanilla is inspired by Tom Ford's vanilla scent, and it literally costs $255. That just sounds so absurd to use on something that you spray and take off every day. But this one right here is $49. And it lasts so long. I spritz this all the time. Mind you, I have a lot of Dossier perfumes, so it's definitely gonna take me longer to go through, but the smell is so strong that you don't need more than like 2 spritz. I love it. And if you wanna shop any of Dossier's perfumes, the link is in my bio. I went to a stationery store, Barnes & Noble, Target, and still did not find a bullet journal that I was in love with, and I just love knowing that a journal is mine when I see it. I did buy a printer, it's in the back seat, and I got a bunch of stationery stuff from this little spot in Costa Mesa. The girl that owns it actually recognized me from the internet, and she was so sweet, and we chatted a bunch. It's called Pen Pals Stationery and Gift Shop, and it's 2 like vans, like those silver RV, I don't know what they're called, streamers. So cute. I'll show you what I got. I bought these 2 washi tapes for my reading journal. This one it's a book themed one and a floral one. I've been really into letter writing again, so I bought a little letter writing set, and I just thought it was so cute. So I'm gonna write letters for birthdays coming up. I bought these sticker sets, also for journaling. Then at Target, I bought 2 Lynn Painter books. Nothing like the movies I read last year, and I had been waiting for the paperback to come out because all of the Lynn Painter books that I own are in paperback, so I didn't want one hardcover, and this was the first time I saw it in paperback. So I bought it, and it was like $11, I think, because Target has books pretty much always 20% off. And then I started this on audiobook yesterday. Not my favorite. I DNF'd it yesterday, and then I was like, let me just stick to it. It's such a little turn your brain off. If you've ever watched Made in Manhattan with Jennifer Lopez, it is literally the exact same premise. But since I'm listening to it, I want to have the physical book on my shelf, and they're both purple and just so cute. So that's pretty much it. There's a couple more errands I had to run, but I'm at my wit's end, so I'm treating myself to a matcha and going to lay down at home. Okay, I'm in the parking lot of a matcha spot, but my friend that works at a cafe just texted me, come get a matcha, so I'm gonna go there because then I'll save $8. I was only in there for 10 minutes and I chugged half of the drink. Iced oat milk matcha with honey is so good. Time to put on our 100% cotton PJs. Sorry about the mask. Good night, sleepy angels. Thanks for spending some flare-up days with me.